I'll do the last few verses now of Genesis 4, starting at verse 17. Unto the Lord. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch. And he builded a city, and called the name of the city after the name of his son, Enoch. So this repeats basically the beginning of verse 1, chapter 1, where Adam knew Eve. Now Cain knew his wife. She conceived, and she got Enoch. And from that, Cain builded a city, and he called the name after his son Enoch. So here we have how names, some cities are named. In this case, it's Enoch. And he built a city because he knows he can't actually grow stuff. So we have to rely on others to grow, to get food. And unto Enoch was born Irad, and Irad begat Mehujael, and Mehujael begat Methusael, and Methusael begat Lamech. And Lamech took unto him two wives. Interesting, isn't it? And the name of one was Ada, and the name of the other Zillah. And we know the issue about having more than one wife. It creates great jealousy, envy, strife. It's and obviously from a man's perspective, it's about his sexual desires. And Adar bare Jabal, and he was the father of such as dwell in tents, and of such as have cattle. So here we have Jabal, we have tents and cattle. So we have the type of people in terms of their skill sets, that's it. And then we have his brother named was Jubal. He was the father of all such as handle a harp and organ. So they were musicians, harps and organs. And Zillah, Seoshua bare Tubal Cain, an instructor of every artificer in brass and iron. And the sister of Tubal Cain was Naamah. Now this says, I don't really know, but the word artifice troubles me because the word artifice is something that can be artificial. It's taking something and making it artificial. So I don't know whether that's a good thing or not at this stage, but I'm always wary of that word artificer. And Lamech said unto his wives, Ada and Zillah, hear my voice. Ye wives of Lamech, hearken unto my speech. For I have slain a man to my wounding, and a young man to my hurt. Now listen to that. He's saying, hear my voice. No, you don't. You have to hear the voice of the Lord. And hence why. Basically, he's putting fear into his wives because he's slain a man. So Lamech was clearly a bad man, an evil, wicked man. If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, truly Lamech 70 and sevenfold. So what he's done, he said, if my father is going to get vengeance back 7 times for people, I'm going to get 77 times. He basically takes the words of God upon himself. He wants to be as God, and he's saying, if they avenge me 77 times over. And now then God now changes the subject in verse 25. Interesting. And Adam knew his wife again, and she bare a son and called him named Seth. For God said, she hath appointed me another seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew. So Seth is a replacement, I hope I can use that word correctly, a kind of replacement, a good replacement for Abel. She clearly loved Abel. She wasn't sad. She's not said that Seth is a replacement of Cain that's gone out away from them. She said his replacement for Abel. And to Seth, to him also there was born a son, and he called his name Enos. Then began men to call upon the name of the Lord. Now this is incredible. So Enos is not far off the name Enoch. Interesting. And and then men began to call upon the name of the Lord. Now that is very, very important. We should all call upon the name of the Lord. And later on in much of the New Testament, you'll see, if you call upon the Lord, you shall be saved. It's remarkable how powerful. Just calling upon the name of the Lord will save you. I shall finish there.